Health Plans, your Medicare plans, insurance solutions, and resource agency. We have a variety of plans and products that fit your needs, benefit requirements, and budget, with many low or no-cost premium plans, zero co-pays, and much more. Our licensed benefits advisor's priority is your health and well-being. Call us today and book your no-obligation consultation. 1-929-367-5269.
Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Cheryl BryantBruce, MD. You know me, the celebrity doc. And I am here with Chatters That Matters. Let's talk about it. Today, I'm filming solo because my co-host, Hisham Elamanti, Hurricane H, is in Morocco for the holidays. So today it is just going to be me and my guest, but again, shout out to Hurricane H there in Morocco, and we're wishing him happy holidays with the holidays coming up, and he will be, of course, helping to produce this show. So we love you, Hurricane. Thank you. Thank you. This show is here for your pleasure to educate, inform, and entertain you. I am Dr. Cheryl BryantBruce, MD, the celebrity doc, and I am here with a tremendously interesting guest, Frieda Lynn. She's with Beautiful Skin Forever by Frieda, and she is an expert on skin. Her background, however, started in nutrition, and we are going to have Frieda tell us a little bit about her journey from nutrition to building beautiful skin from the inside out. And she's going to educate us about something called the skin microbiome, which is an essential part of healthy skin and beauty. So with no further ado, Frieda, so glad to have you with us. I'm so excited about this show.
Well, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so much for inviting me to the show. I'm really very excited to join. Yes. And thank you for that wonderful introduction. I hope I can educate. What did you say? 3 things.
Educate, inform, and entertain.
Okay. Yeah. The last part, you probably will have to help me with it because you probably are really good on that. Entertain. Okay.
So, Frieda, tell us about your background. You started out in nutrition. How did you get to skin from nutrition?
Well, okay. It's a long story or not a long story. So I actually have a master's degree in food nutrition and work in a hospital as a dietitian assistant director for nutritional service department. But somewhere along the line, maybe when I turn 40 or whatever, and then you look at the mirror and you say, okay, I do all the things that I can to help to promote my health. I absolutely think that's the most important thing that we can do to live the utmost way in this world is you wanted to have good health, right? So I'm eating right and sign up to ballet, that which I love before, and do that things, but I don't really know how to take care of my skin, and it's probably a little bit vain, but I do also wanted to preserve the beauty of my skin, and I wanted to look young and not really showing my age that way. So, but I don't know how to, and it was a long.
That mirror on the wall thing, as you start to age, starts to tell you things you don't want to hear.
Yes. Actually, I started pretty early. I think around 40 there, right? I just don't know how to take care of it, and it was a long story, but I end up joining a skincare company. Basically, just wanted to know how to take care of your skin, because we all know it's if you look out in the media, right, social media, it's so confusing. You try to read an article through whether you're oily skin, your dry skin, your combination skin, all those things there. So that's when I joined a skincare company and thinking about, I just wanted to be an expert on knowing how to take care of my skin, and really wasn't thinking about doing a business sharing with other people, but I love sharing with other people, and and when I see the results and I love it, and then some good friends kind of ask me, Frieda, what did you do? Or we also do color at that time, so they always commenting my dress there. And anyway, so I started sharing with friends, not really people at work, because my management position there. And then at that time, we started doing something like Nurses Appreciation Day, Teachers Appreciation. Come May is the busiest time that we do. Like I would go to the hospital and I would do spa day. Like we have neck wrap, right, and we have hand treatments, iPads, and I walk you through the relaxation. I know everyone love it. And so I really just. Anyway, I really built my business. I was able to really spa. I probably should count thousands of people that way. And then really I was doing so well, and really enjoy that part. And not that I don't like my corporate job, but after 27 years there, everything is kind of becomes normal. Like right. So, and I love the part I get to meet people, especially women, and get to hear their beautiful story. It really enriches your life. So anyway, I walk away from that. And that's how I end up doing the skincare.
Now, was that hard to walk away from that corporate job? I mean, you had 20 some odd years of stability, and to walk away from that job like that, to embark on this entrepreneurial journey, that had to be difficult.
I think it was not hard for me at that time. Only was one thing I'll address that. It's because I already built up my business. I was like top achievers, and I have so many clients, and they're all happy and about the product, about the services there. The only thing is like, it's not just from corporate to entrepreneur. It's from corporate taking care of people's diet, nutrition, to right. Sometimes people say selling lipsticks.
Right. Okay.
It really is not that case. But most of people, sometimes people will kind of relate it to that, like cosmetic. So I'm really more emphasized on the skincare. But no, it was fine. That at that time, just I kind of also did not like the fact that sometimes when I work, my mind will be on the other thing, and I don't like that. So I decided that I just want to put all my time and effort and into the skincare business, and it's just a lot of fun, and I can see moving forward right. with that. Okay. Yeah.
Now, you're in the skincare business. You went into the skincare business, and like you said, you had to battle that image of the lipstick lady. And not that there's anything wrong with Mary Kay or Avon. There's that Avon lady kind of link. But what you do is actually very different than the Avon lady or Mary Kay. So tell us how what you do is different.
So what I'm doing now is really tremendous different. That's because I switched, I switched the company, or the other company I represent was closed. So mm-hmm. I will talk a little bit more about that. But even when I was with the other company, I was with that company for 20 some years. And I just mm-hmm. recently met someone on virtual networking. And she said, Frieda, she was from Maryland. And she said, I think I know you, and I met you in the MOPS group, and I always remember you are very passionate about what you're doing, and always want to make sure we understand why we're using different things there. So mm-hmm. I think I always, education is always important, because I always believe that we do things, okay, is because we know why, not because we were told to. So, so that was always my approach. But now it's even more. So my skincare career actually was interrupted a period of time because the company I represent was abruptly closed. And but fortunately, the CEO at that company, that appointed by the company, decided to open his own company, and then he also bring along that company's product group along to create a new company. And I decided to join because I really do have respect and to them. And I waited for 6 months, and then that was almost 6 years ago. And when they opened, they say it's a microbiome friendly skincare. And that's where, you know, and I did not know much about it, but after I study, I just become very, very excited because, you know, just about that lipstick, right? People always think about skincare. People will say, oh, I'm okay the way I am. I mean, they think skincare is just all about beauty, but we know taking care of your skin, just like taking care of any part of your body. It's not just about beauty. It's also about your overall health and well-being, because it's our largest organ. How can you so that's my approach now, and which is wonderful because I love health and beauty. I love health and wellness, and I love to educate people. So it has been really so much fun for me to engage in the journey here.
Right. And then, you know, there's that saying, beauty is only skin deep. But the real truth of the matter is that beauty starts all the way from the inside and comes out, and that the skin is actually a reflection of that inner beauty if you equate that inner beauty with health. So talk to us about the skin microbiome, and also even you can talk to us a little bit about nutritional health for the skin.
So some people know about microbiome, but most of people really know it through the gut health. You know, a lot of times people have gut problem there, and they all know like they do, or they heard someone taking some probiotic to kind of help to help to eliminate those concern problem there. And that is so basically the microbiome, okay, is what we call an ecosystem that consists of bacterial, virus, protozoa, and all those things. And they are in our gut, in our lung, in our mouth, okay, and also over our skin. And that whole thing is called microbiome. And the key thing is there are, just make it simple, there are good and bad bacteria. And when you're healthy, that bacteria is kind of balanced. They don't cause any problem there. But when things happen, like the pathogen, the bad bacteria overpowering the good, then a lot of time inflammation occur. And really is almost all the chronic disease are chronic inflammation. Okay, exactly. It really is. Now we know. And then get back to the microbiome. So that bacteria is over our body. Okay, and it has been with us since our existence. We got that through the mother's birth canal. We received that from the mother, and then protect us from the environmental aggressor. Also, we get a help through the breast milk that way. Okay, but the scientific world really did not recognize the microbiome until late 1990. Okay, so that's why they were called the newly discovered organ, or they are, and also they now call them the second brain because it's so closely regulate our body's function, right? Immune system, our digestion, our mood, our skin there. And so
people do not realize that we are made up of this microbiome, and that we have more bacteria in our bodies that are running our systems than we have of our own cells. So there is
Yes.
more bacterial and fungal and viral DNA in our body than there is our own.
Yes, you are absolutely right. One statistics a lot I share with other people is 57% of our body are microbes. We use a microbe to represent all of that, and then 43% are human cells. So we are outnumbered, and that just tells you how important it is. And now it's like if you Google microbiome, I mean, you are going to find so many research, so many articles, and so many scientists are raced to see whether they can find ways to maybe manipulate the makeup of the microbes, and maybe we'll have a better disease outcome. Like it's already happened. Sometimes they put healthy person's stool into unhealthy, like whatever. I mean, they are just things they started doing, but we are nowhere near finding out the secrets of doing that. But one thing we do know, though, their health is so closely tied to our health. So It's just so important that we need to do the things that promote the health of them, because when they are healthy, then we are going to be healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And and the things affect that, of course, there's a lot of things. Number one is what we eat, right? People don't realize. I mean, when I was a nutritionist, that's what I always say, you don't put anything in your body. The only thing you put in your food. So how can food not affecting how you act? Just like a car, you put in gasoline, that's how they can run, right? So eating is so important, and our eating habit has changed so much,
and not for the good.
No, not good, because because our life got so busy, and convenient foods become convenient, want to save time, and it just not only that we don't eat have those things, we also don't eat the right kind of food. We go for the meat and not go for a lot of vegetable and fruits, which are what the food for the bacterial. And also the antibiotics is also a big problem. So of course they have their place, because there are certain disease we need that, but I know there are a couple of microbes is totally vanished in our gut, and yet like people live in Amazon has those bacteria. So it's and they really are very important to the health of us. And then of course lifestyle. We started to understand the stress does such a big toll to our life, and also we don't go to the nature. I mean, you can get so many benefit from going to the nature, different things. So those are that. But the last thing, and which is not really the least thing, is also the things we put on our skin. They say like on average people put 14 things on your skin every day. I don't know what that probably a little bit exaggerate, but you do put a lot of things on your skin. And if you don't watch what you put it on, you can actually put things on that really harmful to that bacteria, and in turn affect your skin health, and in turn also affect the overall microbiome health.
Yes, absolutely. And I had a patient just this week that came in, and I'm sorry, Amazon, but I've got to say it. I always tell my clients not to order anything that they're going to consume either internally or put on their skin from Amazon. And this patient had ordered a product from Amazon and put it on her skin. And she ended up with an infection called impetigo, because her flora, her biome was unbalanced, and it allowed the overgrowth of a harmful bacteria that wasn't necessarily harmful at the time when it was living with the other commensal bacteria on her skin. But when she applied this product, it apparently changed her pH, or it may have even put an excess of harmful bacteria onto her skin. But whatever it was a mess. So no Amazon for your skincare products. You want to buy your skincare products from reputable dealers with reputable reputations, people.
And that's wow, we have an expert here is talking, right? Yeah. So I'm talking about you, okay? So yes, there are so many harmful ingredients there that can they have research proven or suspect they can cause sensitivity, they can cause hormone disruption, they can cause cancer, and the last two is more long-term effect there.
Right. And that hormone disruption is a big deal. I mean, that hormone disruption is a really big deal because while you're slathering stuff on your face to try and maintain that youth and that beautiful glow, when you unseat those hormones and imbalance those hormones, you create, again, inflammation in the body, and you can actually speed the aging process, and those little fine lines and wrinkles that you're trying to get rid of, you can actually accelerate the process of their formation. You can accelerate the process of the very aging of the skin when you disrupt those hormones. So that wonder product that says it's going to take 10 years off of your look may just be a mask that you're putting on, while underneath it, it's actually aging your skin and even potentially aging your internal health, because the things we put on our skin are absorbed into our body, and that hormonal disruption does not just affect your skin.
Absolutely. In our body, just it's just very minute or change of the hormone is going to create chaos, right? So if you're taking something, will gradually change that. It's the effect is really bad. Now, and also, so like in Europe, European has a standard for skincare, and they avoid 1,328 ingredients that are proven that can cause those effect in those sensitivity, cancer, and also hormone disruption there. But in US, FDA only bans 11 or 13.
Wow, that's a huge difference. That is a huge difference.
It's huge difference, because you would think those knowledge are available and our government should be able to protect us to that extent. But no, we are so behind. And that's why, like you say, go to Amazon or whatever, because all you base on is people's review. Right? People say, oh, it feels good or whatever, but you don't really know how to look on the ingredient. And then also some of the company, they may not list all their ingredients. That's called ingredient transparency. But even when they list all the ingredients, I'm not discouraging people, but sometimes it's so hard to read what is good, what is not, right? So, so the education is important. There's, some website, and but that's why
you're so right. It is confusing because, I mean, unless you happen to be a chemist, even for me as a physician, it's sometimes difficult sorting out what the ingredients are. And the problem is that, the whole ball of wax is chemistry, and even natural ingredients are chemicals. And what you have to sort out is which are the good chemicals that are occurring naturally and which are the manipulated chemicals. And the problem with that is that they can look like the same thing, because what drug companies will often do is use the chemistry that comes from the natural ingredients, the plants, and they want to do what they call patenting it so that they can charge you for it. So what they'll do is they'll go in and they'll change something that's healthy for you. And they may change just one bond even, or two bonds, just chemically alter the structure a little bit. And that changes the nature of the product, so that a chemical that actually had benefits to our body now becomes one that can be toxic or even cancerous to our body. And oftentimes it's what we call racemation, where they just change the direction of a bond. So you have a right chemical and you have a left chemical. And, the left chemical may be good and the right chemical not so good. But if you're not a chemist and you're looking at the ingredients, how are we supposed to know? And it's hard to vet it all.
Yeah. And then a lot of time, like you think it's like paraben, but it does not just list as a paraben. It lists with a lot of different ingredients there. So so that's what I'm saying. It's really confusing. And but I think the number one thing is to be aware. Once we are aware, we started paying attention and then started to really kind of search and avoiding some of the top ingredient there. But the other thing that I find myself rely on my house cleaning item there is also kind of search out, maybe there are companies that look on their policies, their see what they say, their philosophy, and then check on the review, talk to some people, whatever, and see whether if you find out what they doing is what they say they are doing, then to go with the reputable company, that could be the way to go, because save you time and save you money, really. And and also learning the language, because companies use different language to mask the things that they're doing. And so the language they put out there makes you think, oh, well, it must be a good, healthy company. And it's just so they like language. So there are actually like some there are a couple sites that you can use to kind of check it out. I mean, like I know a lot of ingredient, but sometimes if someone has some product and they are not sure whether it's good, I can go check it out with the environmental working group, that website. I can put in the ingredient, put in the product, and they will tell me, they will give you a score to know whether they are okay from 0 to 1, 2, or they are really not good from a higher score there. So you need to have some basic understanding information in order to look for the good company that you can rely on. You are absolutely right.
A lot of people feel like they don't have the time to do all of that, but really it's just a small investment in time to educate yourself. And once you've educated yourself, you retain that education, and it is worth your while. You do have the time, because what you don't have the time to be is sick or unhealthy. And while everybody's chasing that image of beauty, if inside there isn't wellness, you're never really going to have true beauty, because you can paint this whole face and make it look a certain way, but there's nothing as beautiful as a natural, healthy glow.
Yes. So the traditional skincare, which is what I was before, a lot of time is actually also using a lot of ingredient to give you that effect that you can see right away, trying to correct whatever the problem from outside. Okay. But the microbiome friendly way is really to promote the health of your skin from inside, because when that microbiome is healthy, your skin is going to act healthy. Just like if we do exercise, we eat right or whatever, our body is going to act young, no matter how old we are. And the skin is the same. So, so the approach
is... And I have to go there with this, and if you'll pardon me, I hope I don't embarrass you, but I know you claim... How old are you, Rita?
I am, let me see, 71 years old.
Now, obviously, Frieda is gorgeous, and she does not look 71 years old. So she's practicing what she preaches.
Yes, and thank you. I of course I do take care of my skin, and just very lucky I represent a company I do that. But I also really do watch I eat and do the other things that is important for your body. So and that's why when I do workshop and I have a private Facebook group, my goal is not just saying use this as skincare. My goal is really wanted to bring people awareness about all the things that we can do to make us act young, feel young, and look young. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you work with a skin microbiome cosmetic company. Tell us more about what that looks like.
Okay. So, and sometimes when you talk about skincare, a lot of times people equate to you have to use some extra things to do it, or you have some special treatment or whatever. No, that's not the case. What we are doing is we have a skin regimen, very simple, effective regimen that you use. So you're washing your face anyway, and we all should wash face. Sometimes people don't wash face. A lot of times they have bad experience with the cleanser, but you really need to clear that pore because that your skin is your filter there. So it's important. And we also put on moisturizer because we want to maintain the hydration of the skin or whatever. So all we do is to have very simple regimen that you, instead of using something that you don't know what's in there and maybe even cause some problem there, to switch to what we have, because what we have is clean. We avoid 6,900 ingredients. European standard avoid 1,300. We avoid 6,900 ingredients. We are
those are pretty high standards. It's a really high
and I meant we have we are microbiome friendly. We do have factors there to promote the growth and the diversity of the microbiome. And our product developer is a great person with a lot of information and a lot of knowledge there, and he is also very, very great on using anti-aging ingredient there to promote the beauty of that, which is to a lot of women that's also so important, right? But he also works with PhD scientists who sits on the EWG in the Environmental Working Group board, and who is also on the Cosmetic Review board. So any ingredient that he wanted to put in the product, she will have to sign it to say they are clean, they are microbiome friendly. So that alone is really good. And then we also had a clinical study. One is by a microbiome lab, and they test on 37 women and through 8 weeks period of time and take the sample from the skin. And at the end of that 8 weeks, we are clinical proven that we do preserve the diversity and the richness of the microbiome. Because if you use something that really harmful, you test it, you are going to see the number and also the species of the micro on your skin is less, So as a matter of fact,
so let's talk about that for just a second. You said if you use something that's really harmful, and that immediately kind of made me think about the fact that, we're in the days of COVID and monkeypox and, all sorts of infectious things. So everybody is hand sanitizing. And I talked to a couple of people who have said that they even use the antibacterial soaps on their skin. Talk to me about the damage that does and why.
Yeah. People don't realize now in the skincare, they talk about skin barrier. Okay. And that's the upper layer of skin we see. And that is so important. It's our first line of defense. But people don't realize on top of that are trillions of bacteria. They kind of populate over our skin, right? The more, the better, the more diverse they are better. And so when you use antibacterial soap, you think you are killing off the bad bacteria, but what happens is you kill off those good bacteria. You weaken your defense there, and basically just a soap alone is going to be able to do the job. Yeah. So yeah. absolutely not good.
Right. Yeah. So, again, that's the microbiome that we destroy when we do that, right?
Yeah. And for example, just some examples for when I say some of the ingredient. For example, there are some a class of ingredient called surfactant, meaning that they are the ingredient when you put in them, they would make the product able to foam, because the foaming action make it easier to pull the impurity out your skin. And cleanser, face cleanser, hair wash, shampoo, body wash, all a lot of them have something called sodium lauryl sulfate. And they are sulfate, so they dry your skin, and they also are contaminated with something called 1,4-diethyl, which is a contaminant, which is a really big problem in US because they are related to cancer causing, and also they affect the drinking water in several like 11 or 12 states in here. They also dry your skin, and of course it's affect the health of the microbiome there.
Now let's talk about what you said there about the drying of the skin. Moisture in the skin, hydration of the skin is essential for skin health, and yet a lot of products are drying. What should we be looking for in skin products that are going to give us that nice moisture that helps our skin to maintain its youth and radiance? And what should we look to avoid to prevent drying the skin out?
Yeah, first is the cleanser, really, okay? Because a lot of time, even when we realize about microbiome before, I always tell people use a toner, because if anything would irritate your skin, usually cleanser, because they want to make sure they can remove the makeup and different things, and they tend to be harmful to your skin, okay? So very important to first look on no such thing like sodium lauryl sulfate, those different things. Actually, that sodium lauryl sulfate could also be in toothpaste. I forgot who shared with me that. Was that you? I mean, someone shared with me her husband had a lesion over the mouth and went to the dentist, and it's a toothpaste that causing it. And that's because of sodium lauryl sulfate in there. Okay. So cleanser, of course, that's one of the big things. And then if you have a cleanser that also have some moisturizing ingredient there, is good. Now, the other thing is our skin barrier is their manufacturing is also holding the moisture. So when they are healthy, they can hold the moisture. But when they are not healthy, you lose that ability to really hold the moisture. Your skin look dry and tight there. So actually I'm doing a posting on the LinkedIn or whatever about what are the things to look for the winter care. So like there are 3 kind of moisturizing ingredient. One is one is a class called let me see, it's like hyaluronic acid, which is
hyaluronic acids, yes.
Yeah, they actually hold the moisture to your skin. And there's another class called moisturizing ingredient. They actually keep this moisture on your skin. And there's another ingredient category called occlusive, which is kind of put on the top of the skin and kind of keep the moisture in your skin. So those are the 3 categories you want to look for, but you also want to look for the right kind, because like, for example, mineral oil is not good because it's from the petroleum productions there. Also like silicones.
The mineral oil tends to block the pores, right?
Yes. Yeah. And then also like the silicones, a lot of time people use it kind of seals it there, but it also blocks the pore, and also your skin become dependent, not able to breathe. So you hit it there. There's just a lot of things you wanted to look. It really can affect your skin, what you put on your skin. You think you are putting something to help your skin, but end up not really. Yeah. if you don't use the right kind. Yeah. And let's see what else. So those are the two things. And sometimes people also, a lot of times if you don't understand overall, and then you just read some articles and like people saying, oh, retinol is good. So if I have a day moisturizer has retinol, it must be good. And the company is thinking about, if I put in there, people is going to want to buy it because it has retinol. Right. But who wants retinol? First, you don't want retinol in your day treatment because retinol are proven that under the sun, it increases the cancer lesion to 70% or whatever. But retinol is also very, can cause a lot of sensitivity to a lot of people. It's good for some people, but
especially during the day if it's exposed to the sun.
Yeah. So I'm just saying you can read these things and you think it's good, but if you don't have like good understanding of it, then you can end up doing something bad to your skin, so yeah.
Right. So Frieda, as you are working with people, because this is somewhat individualized, as you're working with people, what are some of the problems that you see, the most common problems that you run into with people as you're examining their skincare regimens and the things that they're doing to their skin? What are some of the really bad things that we're doing to our skin?
Really bad thing. I think one of the bad thing is don't wash your face at night.
Okay.
And that's really is bad because throughout the day you going through your life and there are so many pollutants that different things can go into your skin, and if you use a makeup that you also don't clean it's just not good, because at nighttime your skin is doing its repair, and it's very important that you clean your face, keep the pore open, and then put in some really nice moisturizer, a little bit treatments there to help your skin to do that overnight recovering. So don't wash your face at night is really bad. Don't wear sunscreen is really bad. People don't realize that the sun radiation is really the way to cause the aging. And a lot of times you don't really see it. So for example, like there are two sun rays. One is a UVB ray that hits on the top of skin, show the burns there, right? But there are UVA rays that hits deeper into the skin. You don't usually see the burns, but it damage the DNA there, and then the skin come up is going to show those damages there. So some protection
is that a lot of people, okay, I'm going to be out on a bright sunny day, and so I need to wear my sunscreen. But it's equally important if it's overcast or if it's in the winter evening, because those rays still penetrate through the clouds or through the fog even.
Yeah. And also through the windows.
Yes.
Okay. So
the windows. Yeah. Good one.
So it's important. Yeah. And then of course sunscreen is important, but also like some common sense protection, cover yourself up a little bit, wear hats, wear the sunglasses there. It all can help. The thing is you don't see it until it's too late. So that's really is the thing. But even choosing the sunscreen is confusing. I have been doing some sunscreen workshop, and people just love it because they did not realize there are so many things they need to watch to select the sunscreen that is clean and safe and provide effective to you. So
because using the wrong sunscreen can actually be more damaging than not using sunscreen at all if they have the wrong ingredients in the sunscreen.
So for example, there are some chemical sunscreen that they can cause sensitivity. Okay, and they usually absorb into your body quickly, and sometimes you can detect in your urine, in the breast milk, which is not good. They also cause coral reef bleaching. So and then some of the couple of the chemical sunscreen, FDA was going to ban that about 3 years ago, but it was postponed because a couple of them actually, they have concern that related to cancer foaming. So, it's just like, but because FDA has not prohibited, so if you go to dermatologist board, those are recommended, but yeah, they are not good.
You notice a lot of activity going on in my background, and that this is not our usual background, but we have this lovely Christmas tree in the background. And so I'm actually filming in a lobby so that we could get this lovely Christmas tree, because we are at the holidays, and you see the FedEx man going back and forth. Everybody's doing their holiday shopping and the FedEx man is busy. So please disregard all of the traffic going back and forth.
It's actually okay. And I love your red outfit. It's so perfect. I should think about it. I have a little bit red.
A little Santa scarf going, and I actually had 2 earrings. Now I just have one. I have no idea where the other earring went. Just all of a sudden it was gone. But trying to do that holiday festive thing. I love this time of year. I absolutely love this time of year, and everybody's bright and excited, and even that our emotional state plays a significant role in the appearance of our skin. So at this time during the holidays, we all want to look really, really good, and we have our skin enhanced by the fact that we're cheery and happy. But it is a time when we really do focus down on how we look. I want to be beautiful for the holidays. I want to be fly for the New Year's Eve. We've got a lot of holiday parties and a lot of office parties, guests coming into our home, and we want to look our very best. So we're coming into a new year. This is a great time to gift people. We're all running around going, what am I going to give people for the holidays? I don't know what to choose. This is a great time to gift people skincare, whether it be a cosmetic regimen or a skin cleansing regimen. It's a great time to do it now. The caveat being that everybody has different skin. So unless you specifically know what products a person uses, it isn't always best to give them a product that may not agree with their skin. So giving a gift certificate or a gift card of skincare is a wonderful gift. Hint, hint. Beautiful skin,
and it's like
Frieda. Hint.
So, well, yeah, thanks for that there. But you are actually, when you were talking about all the stress with holiday, you want to look good. If you just started taking care of your skin, then you don't have to be panicked that thinking about your skin is not good, not looking good. Because no matter how much makeup you put on, if your skin underneath is not good, it's still, it will be fine. But my point is just taking care of your skin from just starting now is really so important. It does not have to be lavish. And the other thing you mentioned about makeup. So makeup is also very dirty. Like recently we have so many news about this forever ingredient in the mascaras and different things. So we also do have clean makeup that you that you don't have to worry any kind of bad ingredient or heavy metals in the lip colors or whatever. So so those are very, very important. And and I love educating people about how to take care of their skin. So it's just so important. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, it is important on so many levels to get educated about your skin, not just skincare products, but how to take care of your skin. And one of those points, kind of as a final closing thing that I'd like you to address, Rita, and particularly, I focus a lot on the midlife and beyond age group. And one of the things that we do as we get older is we start to layer on more and more stuff to try and hide that aging. And the weight of those products, which are usually unhealthy, is that damaging our skin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The microbiome friendly skincare is not more, it's better.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times you put in a lot of things, it's not necessarily good for them. So, I remember when I was with the other company, sometimes I can tell people using 12 product. We have something we call the full core. Because it also had not only it has the main ingredient, it also have antioxidant, it has the peptides, it has the essential fatty acid, has a brighten compound. So they also kind of give you a little bit of repair and prevention there. So just a very simple regimen there really can promote the health of that skin there. And then with some help with some added ingredient there to address like the fine lines and wrinkles and hyperpigmentation, the radiance of the skin, the like hydration, the flat, the tight or whatever of the skin. So that's really is the approach of the microbiome friendly, is not just putting things on.
Right, absolutely. And again, we're speaking to an expert in skincare, not just because she's so well educated on it, but because she's so well experienced in it. Because if you look at this lady's face, she doesn't have pounds and piles of makeup on her face. She's clearly wearing makeup, but it's light, it's fresh looking, the lip color isn't garish. She doesn't have roads painted on for eyebrows. Her eyes pop and sparkle without anything heavy going on. It's a beautiful, clean, crisp, youthful look. And really the bottom line is, with makeup and with our appearance, we want to enhance, not cover,
yes,
not recreate. Yeah. You have your own beauty. We all have different features, and some people are more classic beauty, and some people are cute, and some people are less striking, but equally beautiful. So whatever,
I love what you just said. Absolutely.
Yeah. Whatever you start with, then
I love what you
makeup is just there to enhance and to bring out. And again, that the most beautiful thing is that natural, healthy glow.
Very good. One last thing, just also taking care of your skin is a really good practice of self-care.
Yeah. Self-love.
It's like, it's so important. If people say, I don't have time to do that, my goodness, you probably don't have time to do a lot of other things. So really make that a really important ritual for you, and then every day carve out that time to take care of yourself. It will be so, it just kind of help you to be more mindful of what you are doing. And also, no matter what happened during the day, I'm going to do this. That just provided such a relief there. So it's it's a great important part of the self-care. And also the result is good, because when you do that, you are going to see your skin glowing, and you are going to be happy. You are going to be smiling when you look in the mirror. So there's just so many benefits there.
Oh, absolutely.
And you just need to know how to do it. And then also it's important. One last thing, I keep on saying that, it also depends on person's lifestyle. Some people want it more, some people want to, that's where I can help you to customize. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. And it goes along with our tagline. Our tagline is, you are your greatest asset. Invest in yourself. And investing in your skincare is such a tremendous investment in self, because as Frieda said earlier, your skin is your largest organ, and it is your largest waste elimination organ, if it is not healthy, the body cannot be healthy. And your skin reflects the health of your internal system. So invest in yourself. It's an investment that's worth making, and it will have tremendous returns. Now, Frieda, you have some courses coming up, and you have a wonderful product line. How do people find out more about that?
So people can connect me on LinkedIn. Okay, and I also I will later on, I guess in the note there's also a link they can sign up for the workshop. It's actually complimentary. I also send the samples and has a schedule of different workshops. I usually do at least one workshop every week. And you are not just only learn about the product, you also are going to get general education about microbiome, about clean product and different things there. I also have a calendar link that I would love to schedule if you like to, like 10 or 15 minutes complimentary talk, just whatever the question you have, or share a little bit with what is your concern, because I can definitely help you to point it to the right direction. Yeah.
And you do have a blog. You blog on your site as well, right?
I need to go back to that. I have some old one, but I post a lot of things in LinkedIn. I just need to get that going, because I have a lot of things. I also have YouTube, has a lot of video there too. So yeah.
So we will provide you with those links so that you can connect to Frieda. That's Frieda Lynn, and make sure that you do connect to her, because I mean, she has just a wealth of information on the management of skincare. She's a beautiful lady, and she will definitely help you to achieve your skincare and cosmetic goals. So we will definitely post those links, and you'll see her beautiful picture and her bio, so you can read more about her. And then I do encourage you to go to her site and look at the different links, and by all means sign up for the workshop. It'll be well worth your while to do that, because again, you're investing in yourself, and anything you can do to invest in yourself is worth your time. You are your greatest asset.
Absolutely.
So again, can you kind of wrap everything up by giving us your key take-home points that you want the audience to remember? They don't remember anything else. You want them to remember these things.
Well, first is I believe we have control of our health. And I really want everyone really be open-minded, open to new ideas. And like Cheryl, Dr. Cheryl, you probably, if you have not really find out more about her, she give a well of information about health options there, right? So first thing is, I believe in we have control of our health. And then the second is that I wanted to bring your awareness about microbiome health, and it's really is going to be the platform moving forward when we talk about health and wellness. And the third is, if you do take care of your skin, or if you have not been taking care of your skin and really decided you wanted to move forward to make that part of you taking care of your body, microbiome friendly skincare is the way to go. And then the company I represent is called True Oral. I would love for you to attend a workshop to check it out for yourself. And then my slogan is Beautiful Skin for Life by Frieda. And I have a group I invite people to join, because my goal is not just using the product for your skin. My goal is to also bring you along. Let's take the journey together to have a beautiful skin for life and beautiful, healthy body there. So that's the quick conclusion, I guess.
Okay, so you get that beautiful, healthy glow, and Frieda can help you get there. So Frieda, it has
and give you self-confidence. I mean,
absolutely.
that's just so important. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Frieda, it has been an absolute pleasure having you on board. And again, can you tell us the name of your workshop? I want everybody to remember.
It's Achieving Beautiful Younger Skin the Microbiome Friendly Way. So, so it's I have it's in the website of FriedaYlin.com that I have posted all the different workshop days and then link to an Eventbrite that you can register and sign up. So that's where I put my workshop. And if you are on LinkedIn, connect with me. I also do a lot of education, sharing some information there. Yeah.
Okay, so now here's a big tip. Again, we're going into the holidays and people are trying to figure out gifts for the holidays. Frieda's workshops don't cost you anything, but they'll give you great value. So this is a wonderful gift that you can give. Put it in a card, put the link in and say, I am gifting you this workshop. It is a gift that will be appreciated by everybody because we all have skin. So there's nobody that can't benefit from this. And don't think that this is exclusively limited to women. Men need skincare too. And the earlier you start good skincare, the better it will be. So everybody can benefit from this gift of a workshop with Frieda Lynn.
No, I also do a ladies spa night. If you have a group of friends, you said, I wanted to meet them online and we wanted to have some fun time, want to have some education, want some have some entertainment. I can come to do virtually do a workshop, spa night, and we bring our favorite drink and wear in comfort clothing, and then I'll educate you, and then we'll try the samples, and that's also a very fun way to do it. So yeah, if you wanted to see that, I have a lot of ways can bring these to you. Okay.
And you are located on the East Coast. For those people who are on the East Coast who might be in your vicinity, do you have spa parties or things that you do on location?
I do some in-person party, although I used to do a whole lot. Now it's virtually a lot because I just mail out the samples. So I mean, and then you watch we get on the Zoom so you can see the slides, and then we do the samples together. I explain to you how to use it, what's the benefit and features, and so it's actually pretty much like the in person. Of course, I love meeting people in person. Yeah. So, but yeah, either way is fine. Yeah.
And where are you located? What state are you in?
I'm in Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
And for those of you who are doing some traveling, Chapel Hill is an absolutely beautiful city, particularly at this time of year when everything's decorated. It's very, very beautiful. So touch in with Frieda if you are going to be in her vicinity, or if you already live in the Chapel Hill vicinity and you want to create something special as an event for your tribe, or you would like to attend an event that she may be having, reach out to her, check her calendar, and jump in and participate, because this will be
I also have provided my phone number there. So anyone can also give me a call and text me, and I have a discussion and we can decide what is the best way. Or if you have a women's group that you always want some speaker to do some education, something like I already have two lined up that they say they do get together in the new year and they want something a little bit different. So I can also do those kind of things, fitness club and women's group and company. Anyway, I love all those things. Yeah.
Perfect. So again, we'll have all of Frieda Lynn's information posted on the site. But if you just happen to not be, you remember the presentation, but you don't have access to it, you can always just go onto our site, send us a message, and we will connect you up with her. And, that is the case with any guest that you see on our programming. We are always happy to make those connections. So, Frieda, it has been an absolute joy having you here. And now I am going to put in a plug for my own programming. This is just a little dribble because we're just dribbling the information out to you. But on January 23rd, we will be having our Mojo Rising workshop. So if you are someone who is coming into those midlife years and you have no idea what's going on, what questions to ask, whether it's about your physicality or the changes in your finances, the changes in relationships. There are so many changes going on during that midlife period that we traditionally have not been educated on how to negotiate them. So we're not even sure what questions to ask to get the answers. If that sounds like you, then this is a workshop that you're going to want to tune into, and it is part of a 7-part workshop series. So again, on January 23rd, Mojo Rising with moi, Dr. Cheryl BryantBruce, MD, the celebrity doc, and my partner, Commander Maureen Alexander Wright, who is a retired U.S. Naval commander and is a phenomenal speaker and a great educator. We are excited to bring this programming to you, and we'll let you know a little bit more about it as it's getting closer. Each week, we'll give you a little bit more information about what you can expect and some of the questions that you might even get answered. That's Mojo Rising, January 23rd. If you're interested in hearing more about it or attending, again, shoot us a little message. Like us, join and comment. By all means, please comment. This is interactive. This is your show, and we're interested in having your feedback, hearing your questions. So you have been listening to Chatters That Matters. I am your show host, Dr. Cheryl BryantBruce, MD. Producing this show will be my co-host, Isham Elamati, Hurricane H, and we have been here with our phenomenal guest, Frieda Lynn. Frieda, thank you again for joining.
Thank you so much for having me here. Such a pleasure. I really enjoyed it.
All right. And as you see, again, we have the Christmas tree in the background, whether you're celebrating Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or Christmas, or whatever holiday you may be celebrating, these are the holidays. And even if you don't have a holiday, create one, because every day should be a good day full of joy. So wishing you happy holidays. We will be back next week with more shows. Please check the sites, because we do have some shows that are ongoing at this time on safety during the holidays, both safety health-wise. We talk about emotional health, which is really important during the holidays. We had firefighter, my brother, Kurt Bryant, come in and speak on fire safety during the holidays. So check those particular shows out. If you have not seen them, they are evergreen and they're running every day, because we do want you to have that information. We do want you to stay safe for the holidays. So remember, this is a time of joy. We want you to internalize that joy, and hopefully we can make it last all year long. So if you don't tune in with us before the holidays, have happy holidays, and hopefully you'll be back with us next week. Happy holidays. Again, thank you, Frieda. Enjoy your travels.
Thank you. Thank you.